Hello my masterfully crafted people, welcome back to my channel. I am happy to have you here. Today we are going to talk about the reason why we don't have self-love and are we deserving of love. You know, it seems like in all the religions, well, in at least not all of them, I don't know all the religions, but in the biggest religions, right? Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism, Baha'i, Judaism, anyway, the Jewish faith. It seems like in all those religions there is one golden rule they all seem to agree on, and Confucius summed it up this way: do not do to others what you don't want to be done unto you. Did I say it right? Let me read it. Don't do unto others. I just want to feel like he's speaking fancy English. Do not do unto others what you don't want done unto you. And I feel like even among atheists, even people that praise themselves for being scientific or intellectual minds that don't believe in any kind of God or whatsoever, they still believe in that simple rule. I mean, if they don't, probably they are the people that are raising bullies out there. But anywho, it seems like all humans around the world can agree on that one thing.
Everybody love everybody!
It's really interesting to me that the starting point is the love and the care that you have for yourself.
Don't do to other people what you don't want people to do to you. Love people like you love yourself.
It's interesting really that the starting point is yourself. So the world, all humans, and the gods apparently seem to believe that you love yourself and this is the way that you should love others. But how do they know? Like, how do you know that I love myself? Maybe if I insult you, that's how I feel about myself. You know, we talked about last week, we talked about being kind to yourself and not being rude to yourself. But if you're rude to yourself, if you call yourself an imbecile, I don't see how you're not going to call other people imbeciles. It's interesting. A lot of things that are interesting to me is that naturally, you know, it's instinctual that you want to take care of yourself. Like, you want to eat, you want to drink, like your own body tells you that it's time to take care of yourself. It seems like we are born this way. I don't know if we are born with self-love or at least like a minimal amount, but it's pretty clear that we are born with self-preservation. That's a basic instinct. Like, you want to live, you want to survive. If you are attacked, you're going to defend yourself. It's almost like a reflex. Like, you cannot help it. You are born with self-preservation. I stumbled upon an article published by the Association of Psychological Science, and it was titled, I think, "The Ability to Love Takes Root in Earliest Infancy." It was explaining that the ability to love, trust, and resolve conflict starts in childhood. Let's sum this up. Okay, so far, what do we have? Number one, you are born with self-preservation. Self-care is instinctual. Number two, the ability to love starts in childhood. Number three, you ought to treat others the way you do yourself. So to your question, Samantha, why do I lack self-love? My answer will be that you lack self-love because the people that were placed in your life, the people that were supposed to teach you love, to teach you trust, to teach you self-value, the people that were supposed to celebrate you, to tell you, to let you know, to show you, to demonstrate you that you are worthy, that you are worthy of love, failed to do so. Consequently, you lack self-love. Because if the very people that were supposed to love you, beginning with your parents, didn't love you, I don't know how you're going to love yourself. You might get there, but it's going to be difficult. Okay guys, we're going to do some chemistry. I'm just kidding, it's not chemistry, but I just wanted to say that word because I sucked at chemistry when I was in high school. But anyway, high school is behind me and I rocked this YouTube life. Let's say this is your love tank, okay? This is a glass. I'm not sure it's clean, but it was with the clean stuff, so I should talk to my brothers about it. Anywho, this is love, okay? Doesn't matter where it is, it's just love. You are born with self-preservation, a little bit of self-care. It's existential, you know, just a tiny bit of self-love. You know, when you find a kid and, you know, you find a girl, like sometimes I find my daughter in the bathroom and she's just looking at herself and she thinks she's so pretty and she's so beautiful. You don't need to tell her, she just knows, right? Because we were all born with, you know, this sense of beauty. Like no one has to teach us what beautiful is. You know what beauty is. We're born like that, and maybe we find a little bit of that in ourselves when we look in the mirror. So there is a bit of self-love and this bit of you know, self-preservation and self-care when you are born. Let's say this is that you are born with the minimum, like the bare minimum. You are born, you love yourself. If you're a child and someone wants to drop you, you're gonna fear for your life, and you're just a baby, right? Nobody told you that if someone drops you, you're gonna die, but you know that you were born that way. You know that you are born with reflexes and with instinct, right? Okay, so this is what you have. Okay, this is what, let's say that this is your love tank for your whole life. This is what your love tank is. Now your parents need to pour love into you. You know, they were expecting you, they had you, they love you, they cherish you, they give you encouraging words, they spend quality time with you, they hug you, they kiss you, they tell that you're the best kid in the world. Okay, so they add a little bit more. Super duper great. Now you go to school, right? And you find wonderful friends. Oh my god, they are your best friend. You fit right in. It's your place. Like you're part of the band or the group. You belong, you fit in. Super duper cool. Your teachers, they love you. They think you are so smart that you're gonna run the world someday. I don't know, maybe you like sport and you are the star of the, I don't know, hockey team. I'm in Canada, okay? So let's add you a little bit of more love. Great. Now you go to work. You graduated, you went to college, you had a great experience. Now you go to work and your boss just loves you. He thinks that you're the one who's gonna run the company for him. You know, just going promotion over promotion. Your colleagues, they cannot wait to celebrate you and throw you, I don't know, a surprise birthday party. Oh, you add more. Oh god, I'm so loved. This is my love thing. People love me. I love myself. I rock this world, right? And then you meet a guy. Oh, and he's the best guy. Like he's everything that you've always dreamed of. Like when you used to watch Cinderella on Disney and it was, oh, he's perfect. He's a Prince Charming. Like, oh my god, he saved himself for you and you didn't even know him. He is wonderful. Hopefully, I don't think that's a little bit more than half. So hopefully your love tank is half full and you can live with this. Wonderful. You can live with this. This is enough. Okay, you don't need more. Now some people still think that they need more, so those people are going to find themselves something else that they can love, and that's not going to love them back. So you can add love from your pets, you can add love from God, you can add love from your project, you can add love from your fans, from your Instagram followers. You can just keep adding up, adding up, adding up. Okay, so I went on and I emptied the love tank. Okay, so what happens, let's say if once again you have the minimum self-care and self-preservation that you were born with. Now your parents that were supposed to love you, what happens if they abuse you? What happens if they neglect you? What happens if, you know, they didn't have much love to give in the first place? So you're gonna expect them to give you what they don't have, right? So they are not able to fill your tank properly. Maybe they give you bare minimum, like this, that's it. So instead of already being here when you go to school, you're already missing. Okay, now let's say that your parents did a great job, you're the best. Now you go to school and you find bullies. You go to school and you cannot fit in. Maybe you're too black for their taste, or maybe you're too white, or maybe you with ginger head. Maybe you know, they're calling you names. Maybe everything that your parents do at home is not enough because you get to school and they just don't like you. You cannot fit in. I have known, not people, but one or two people who, you know, who took their own life. Their parents loved them, but they were not able to make it at school, so they didn't make it in life, apparently. What happens if your school friends, they are super great, your parents, they love you, but then the teacher, they just hate you. They don't think you're gonna make it. You have this dream of being a basketball player, but they don't believe in you. You're never gonna make it. What happens with your love tank? What if you get to work and you just have colleagues that hate you? They talk behind your back. They can't stand you. Your boss seems to be looking for ways to just fire you. That was my case at some point, actually. What if everything is super duper cool? Your tank is almost half full, right? So all you need right now is a lover. It's a partner. It's someone who's gonna love you and gonna give you back everything that you give to them. What if they start beating you up? What if that guy that was supposed to be a Prince Charming now is abusing you emotionally, telling you every day you're just a bad person and he just needs to, you deserve him. You deserve him beating you. You deserve him raping you. You deserve him insulting you. You deserve all the wicked things that he's doing to you. What happens then? Your love tank will never even become half full. What if all of those people on every single level fail to love you, fail to celebrate you, fail to respect you, fail to show any kind of love? How are you going to love yourself? Because people are like, oh, I embark on a journey of self-love, and they want you to believe that it's enough to just listen to podcasts or read books. That's not true. You're gonna need more than that. You're gonna need someone to actually pour love into your love tank to be able to get to the point where you love yourself. And that's just the harsh truth. You cannot accomplish it. You cannot achieve it on your own. I'm sorry to let you know that, but you can. I couldn't, and you can't either. Like I said, even in your best case scenario, even if you are half empty or half full, depending on how you want to look at it, you're still not full. To fill you up, you need supernatural love. You need something that humans can give you. And that's why you will find people being religious. They need to believe that there is a supernatural God or someone that's bigger than them loving them. You're gonna see people running after money because money can betray them, because money can deceive them, money can disappoint them. People will try plastic surgery. They think that if they can compensate somehow, if they can look a certain way, if they can get to that level of happiness by working on themselves physically and literally, maybe they will able to fill the tank up. You will see people, getting married, divorced, and married again, and divorced again, and married again, and divorced again. You will see people having 10 children. You will see people, having dogs and pets and just, going around, I don't know, safaris, anything that they can try and do to fill their tank up by themselves is not going to work. And sometimes people will even fill you up with soiled love. I don't have an example right now, but imagine if there's something like, okay, I can't find anything. Let me drop this in my water. So this is dirty. Let's say this is dirty. And they're going to fill you up with dirty love, with soiled love. And that's how you're going to find yourself in toxic relationships, because they love you, but that's not love. That's soiled, that's poured, like that's dirty water. You don't want that. You don't want dirty love, in your self-love tank. That's not what you want. So you need supernatural love to fill you up. You need supernatural love to cleanse the bad love or the toxic love that you have received in the past. And in my sense, because I've went through it, because I've gone through it, only God. When I say God, I mean the Father of Jesus, okay? Only God can take you there. Only God is able to completely fill up your tank. To the point where, it's too much. Like you have too much love for God, too much love for yourself, too much love for other people, and the only other thing that you can do is start giving love to people too. Because that's what's happened when you have your love tank, right? Is that you have your love tank, and I wish I had another glass, but you have your love tank, and now you need to pour love into other people, because it's the love tank, you only have one. So when you have to love your kids, when you have to love your husband, when you have to love God, you are taking from your own love tank and you are pouring it to other people. So what happens is you losing. You waste. That's why people sometimes, they are just so harsh about, like, they don't want to share. They are so selfish with the self-love, with the love in general, because they don't have much to give. So it's like, I can give you more. But if you go to a source that is eternal, a source that, you know, he's always going to have love. And to me, that's God. He's always going to love you, and he has it, and he doesn't mind just pouring his love into you again and again. Then you don't mind pouring yourself into other people, because you know that he's gonna keep filling you up the way that you are pouring yourself into other people. Stephen Chbosky, I have no idea who he is, say that we accept the love that we think we deserve. And I agree with that. I agree with the fact that sometimes we are stuck in a toxic relationship because we believe that we cannot do better than that. Because we were convinced at some point, I told you that earlier, I don't remember if it was in this video or the previous video, that faith comes from what you hear. So if you were surrounded by people, you know, just telling you what kind of love that you deserve, you're gonna accept that, and you're gonna believe that's true for yourself, and that's true for the people that surround you. If you don't believe that you are worth, you know, being happy, you're not gonna accept the love that makes you happy. You're gonna push that away. You're gonna go after the love that makes you unhappy, because you want happy, sure, but you deserve that. That's what, you know, that's what you have for yourself. So it's just normal that other people have that for you. In conclusion, it's your call. You have to figure out why you lack self-love. You have to go over all the points I just gave you and just think for yourself. Was it in your childhood? Was it when you got to school or to college? Was it in your romantic relationships? Like, what happened that started diminishing you and the idea of you that you had and what you thought that you could gain or what you deserve? Once you get that, it's your call now to decide how you're going to fix it. Are you going to force people to love you? Well, you can just get out of the toxic relationships, whether it's with your parents or at work or with a boyfriend. You can do that, but it's not going to be enough. At the very best, it's going to keep you away from spoiled love, from soiled love, but it's not going to give you pure love. To me, the best way to fix that is to go to a source that is eternal, infinite. I decided to go to God, the one through God. John 3:16 says, "'Cause God loved you so much that he gave his only son so that you will be saved." Do you think that you deserve that love? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. We are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Make sure you share the video. Don't forget to follow the Instagram account I Am Masterfully Crafted, because you are that, and I want you to believe it. I want you to repeat it. I want you to own it. Until next time, guys, keep safe. Got your heart.